Gotta have a little bit music background as we hit the end of the 1900s. The 1999 baseball season as it was. Starting January 5th with Nolan Ryan, George Brett, Robin Yount, elected to the Hall of Fame by the baseball writers. All of them on their first try. February 5th, the Hank Aaron Award is created by the February 5th, the Hank Aaron Award is created for Major League Baseball for the best hitter in that year. March 2nd, Orlando Cepeda, Frank Saley, and Smokey Joe Williams, and Nestor Kaler elected into the Hall of Fame by the Veterans Committee. March 28th, Baltimore plays a game in Cuba, the first visit by MLB Major League Baseballers since 1959. Baltimore beat a bunch of Cuban amateurs 3-2 in 11 innings. April 4th, first season opener happened in Mexico as Colorado beat San Diego 8-5 in Monterrey. April 23rd, Fernando Tatis sets an MLB record of 2 grand slams in one inning. As St. Louis beats LA 12-5. May 9th, Florida State junior Marshall McDougal goes 7 for 7, hits six consecutive home runs and drives in 16 runs as Florida State beat Maryland 26-2. Yeah, that's impressive. July 17th, 13th at the All-Star Game in Boston, the American League 4, National League 1. Ted Williams throws out the first pitch and is one of the players on the All-Century team. July 15th, Seattle loses first game at Safeco Field 3-2 to San Diego. August 5th, Mark McGwire hits home run number 500 and lost to San Diego 10-7. August 6th, Tony Gwynn hits number 3,000. Yes, he gets his 3,000th hit. August 7th, Wade Boggs of Tampa Bay also gets hit number 3,000. September 27th, Detroit 8, Kansas City 2, and last ever game at Tiger Stadium. Sad day. There's one of the few last great ballparks. Closes up and it stays pretty much abandoned until it's eventually torn down. Sad sight though. That was one ballpark I wish I'd gone to. And October 4th, Mets force Cincinnati in a wild card in a one-game playoff for the wild card. As we go to the standings, New York Yankees take the American League East division with a 98-64 record. Boston is 94-68, 4 back, and gets the wild card. Toronto goes 84-78, 14 back. Baltimore goes 78-84, 20 back. Tampa Bay goes 69-93, 29 back. Cleveland takes the American League Central, 97-65. Chicago goes 75-86, 21.5 back. Detroit goes 69-92, 27.5 back in their last season at Tiger Stadium. Kansas City goes 64-97, 32.5 back. And Minnesota goes 63-97, 33 back. Texas takes the American League West, 95-67. Oakland goes 87-75, 8 back. Seattle goes 79-83, 16 back. Yeah, that's 16 back. Anaheim goes 70-92, 25 back. Atlanta takes the National League's East, 103 wins and 59 losses. New York Mets, as I mentioned, in a one-game playoff, takes the wild card and goes 97-66, 6.5 back. Philadelphia goes 77-85, 26 back. Montreal goes 68-94, 35 back. Florida goes 64-98, 39 back. Nobody knows Montreal's 5 years from leaving. Anyways, Houston takes the National League Central 97-65. Cincinnati goes 96-67, 1.5 back. They lost that in a one-game playoff. Pittsburgh goes 78-83, 18.5 back. St. Louis goes 75-86, 21.5 back. Milwaukee goes 74-87, 22.5 back. Chicago goes 67-95, 30 back. And Arizona, in their second season, takes the National League West. 100 wins and 62 losses. San Francisco goes 86-76, 14 back. Los Angeles goes 77-85, 23 back. San Diego goes 74-88, 26 back. And Colorado goes 72-90, 28 back. As we do the season stats. No more Garcia Parra of Boston. 353 average. Leads the majors. Ken Griffey Jr. of Seattle, 48 home runs. Leads the American League. Manny Ramirez of Cleveland, 165 RBIs. Led the majors. And Pedro Martinez, our American League pitching Triple Crown winner. Boston pitcher takes 23 wins, which is led the American League, which led the majors. 2.7 ERA, which led the majors, and 313 strikeouts, which led the American League. Surprise! Larry Walker of Colorado, 339 average, leads the National League. Mark McGwire of St. Louis, 65 home runs, which led the majors. Him and Sammy Sosa are the only two players that hit 60 home runs in back-to-back seasons. The only two. Mark McGwire also had 147 RBIs, which led the National League. Mike Hampton of Houston, 22 wins, led the National League. Randy Johnson of Arizona at 2.48 ERA, which led the National League. And 364 strikeouts, which led the majors. Playoff time. The division series. Let's start with the Texas and New York. Yankees home games are at Yankee Stadium. Texas home games are at the ballpark in Arlington. October 5th, Game 1, Yankees 8-0. Game 2, October 7th in New York, Yankees 3-1. And Game 3 in Texas, Yankees 3-0. 3-game sweep. Now we go to Boston and Cleveland. Boston's home games are at Fenway Park. Cleveland's home games are at Jacobs Field. Game 1, October 6th in Cleveland. Cleveland 3-2. Game 2, October 7th in Cleveland. Cleveland 11-1. Game 3, October 9th in Boston. Boston 9-3. Game 10 in Boston. Game 4 in October 10th in Boston. Boston 23, Cleveland 7. You heard that right. Boston 23, Cleveland 7. And October 11th, Game 5 in Cleveland. Boston 12, Cleveland 8. Boston's playing New York in the American League Championship Series. Houston, Atlanta. Atlanta's home games are at Turner Field. Houston's home games are at the Astrodome. October 5th, Game 1 in Atlanta, Houston 6, Atlanta 1. Game 2, October 6th in Atlanta, Atlanta 5, Houston 1. Game 3, October 8th in Houston, Atlanta 5-3 in 12 innings. And October 9th in Houston, Game 4, Atlanta 7-5. And what is the last game at the Houston Astrodome, as the Astros move into Enron Field, which is now Minute Maid Park. If you want to know why they changed the name, look up Enron. Yeah, they had some legal issues. Anyways, now you got the Mets and the Diamondbacks. The Mets home games are at Shea Stadium, and Arizona's home games are at Bank One Ballpark, or the Bob, if you use the initials. Game 1, October 5th in Arizona, Mets 8-4. Game 2, October 6th in Arizona, Diamondbacks 7-1. Game 3, October 8th in New York, Mets 9-2. And Game 4, October 9th in New York, Mets 4-3 in 10 innings. They get to play the Braves in the National League Championship Series. Now let's see how that goes. Start with the American League. Game 1, October 13th in New York, Yankees 4-3 in 10 innings. Game 2, October 14th in New York, the Yankees 3, Boston 2. Game 3, October 16th in Boston, Boston 13-1. Game 4, October 17th in Boston, Yankees 9-2. And Game 5, October 18th in Boston, Yankees 6, Boston 1. Yankees make short work of the Red Sox. They're going to the World Series. Tells the Mets and the Braves, slug it out, I don't care. So Game 1, October 12th in Atlanta, Atlanta 4, Mets 2. Game 2, October 13th in Atlanta, Atlanta 4, Mets 3. Game 3 in New York, Shea Stadium. Game Atlanta 1, Mets nothing. Game 4, October 16th in New York, Mets 3, Atlanta 2. And Game 5 in New York, that's Mets 4, Atlanta 3 and 15. And Game 6 in Atlanta on October 19th, Atlanta 10, Mets 9 and 11 innings. Yankees versus Atlanta. This week, October 23rd, Game 1 in Atlanta, Yankees 4-1. Game 2 on October 24th in Atlanta, Yankees 7-2. Game 3, October 26th in New York, Yankees 6-5 in 10 innings. And Game 4, October 27th in New York, Yankees 4, Atlanta 1. New York Yankees are your World Series champions for the 1999, and they're the last World Series champions of the 1900s. Tomorrow we start a new century. So actually that's the Yankees' third in 4 years. So we start a new century tomorrow. Who do we see tomorrow? Will we see the Yankees? Will we see the Braves? Who knows? Stay tuned tomorrow. You'll find out.